Okay, here we are doing another crit race. This is the Crit City race. Pretty iconic for Zwift. This is the Cat C, 2.5 to 3.1 watts per kilo. With my FTP of 225, I fall into about a 2.9 watt per kilo. So there we are right out of the gate, well over 100 RPMs. I have a solid 600 RPMs. So a solid 400 watts, excuse me. I learned from last time. Last time was just overly confident. I was too cocky. I don't know what got into me. This is the Crit City race, so it's just under 10 miles. The one from last week was more like 15 miles. Can't quite remember off the top of my head, but I was very impressed with my performance last time. From week one, I lasted like, I don't know, 6 to 8 minutes. Week two, a solid half hour. I was very excited about. And this again, I don't know how it all works with Zwift and the trainer and everything, but like I'm in the front. There's these couple little dips right here, a brief little uphill. Look at that, 3%, top right hand corner of the screen. It'll show that, and then negative 1 or 2%, up 1 or 2, okay, 6%, and then down a couple percent. Those got me every single lap, and this was 8 laps. And gosh, I hated those. By the end, I just hated those. So here I am at the very front with the small front group forming, as a matter of fact, but I'm hanging in pretty good. Heart rate is solid 127. Got a solid 100 or so, just under RPMs, and doing a solid 250 plus watts. So again, my FTP is 225, so it's going to be crazy for me to hold this for a full half hour or however long this is expected to take. Actually, let's do some quick math. At about 10 miles, I mean, we're going 32 miles an hour right now. I think this was less than 25 minutes. So yeah, it's moving. But look, I'm in this pack. I'm in pretty good. I feel good about that. I feel solid. I feel secure. I just gotta keep cranking out the power. So my thinking is always, if you just gun it right from like the 5 second till go mark up until a couple minutes, it will like ease up a little bit. Maybe not a whole lot. That's just my thinking. Whether that's actually reality, no, not quite. That is yet to be proven true. So I just wanted to watch this first like 5, 6, 7 minutes, whatever it is, and then we'll skip towards the end. But I mean, I'm in it. I'm in the front group, hanging in. Heartbeat, I was pretty impressed. I mean, I'm at 130 right now. Like that's pretty good. If I was at like 165, 170, I'd be a little more concerned, considering we're only 2.5 minutes in. But I'm hanging in. If you watched my Veganuary video from yesterday, I talked about real briefly in a transition clip, like the concept of time has been really weird. Like I've been doing these crit races on Saturdays. I haven't been posting them until like Tuesdays. And in the previous 2 weeks, I actually did a 1 hour workout prior to the crit, except for today. My Whoop recovery was 49%. I didn't do the workout before. I did like a 10-15 minute warm up at best, and tried to give as much gas as I could in this crit race. And I'm gonna blame it on these little bunny hills right here. Look at this. I fall back, come to the top of the hill, we go down, and it's like I start going backwards. See how these guys are all passing me now? I just lost like 3-4 spots. Now I crank up the power down the downhill. I try to stay with them. Look at my head. Look at my head bobbing like that. 400 watts. And I mean, the effort keeps me in. Look at the power. Look at those spikes of power at the bottom of the screen. Like that's a lot. Here goes another one. Here goes another dig. I think we're about to see another one too, because I gotta like catch in with the actual front group. I don't want to be falling behind. I don't want to be trailing. I want to be in with them. I want to maximize this draft. But like a slinky, I go flying to the front. Whatever. But hey, heart rate still pretty good. Just now got over to 140, 145. It is going up pretty quick here. 225, 230 watts. I mean, not outrageous. Nothing too crazy. I feel good about that. Got another, almost 8 miles, but what I'm saying is this effort, 150 beats per minute, 155 beats per minute, 226, 200 watts, like that's more sustainable than just stomping on the pedals for all they're worth in previous crits I've done. Actually, this is a fairly nice recovery because look how much less power I'm doing in comparison to before. How the heart rate's going up so high, I don't know. Actually, that's kind of freaky. Wow, look at that arch. And here I am at the back of this front group now. And I know around this left-hand hairpin turn are those little hills, those little bunny hills again. Every lap, I know right where they are. I know they're gonna hurt. Also, I'm using erg mode. So if you race on Zwift and you have a Wahoo Smart Trainer, specifically the Wahoo Kicker, do you use erg mode when you race? Do you also shift when you race? Because look, I mean, I'm going backwards right now. Everyone's going up ahead of me. I believe at this point I was shifting because my RPMs are, 110. Look at this. The field is pretty strung out on those little hills. So I give one good dig right here, 600 some watts. My goodness, look at that spike in power. But look, I get back on. I get back in with them. So, the effort worked, but at the same time, I don't want to have to do that. I can't do that 1,000 times in a crit race. I understand that's what crit racing is, but I don't have that in me. That is not the kind of cyclist that God made me. So that was kind of it. I got dropped. That at the bottom of the screen, you see all that gray, blue power. That's like nothing. This little group right here passed me up, so I was like, all right, let me put in a dig. Let me catch up with them and try to finish this race out. We're 0.2 miles away. Spoiler alert: this is about to get pretty anticlimactic. I don't catch them. I do what I can. I put in my solid 600 watt sprint to no avail. It gets me nowhere. I don't even catch this guy. It's not even like a battle of the losers. I just got crapped on. So average power 235 watts, max power 620. Look at that. Look how red that is in the beginning. That, oh my word. So whatever. We'll take it.